Is this game getting old? Let's find out. Hello Fanatics, I'm Dylan Phillips, and this is the Film Fanatic Review bringing you Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, starring Dwayne Johnson, Karen Gillan, and Kevin Hart. First, we'll tell you what the movie is about and our initial thoughts. Then we'll move on to our spoiler-free likes and dislikes. We'll finish up with some spoiler-heavy thoughts on this film, and our final word. Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle follows the story of four teenagers who discover an old video game console that traps them as the game's avatars and forces them to beat it. Overall, I liked this movie a lot. I'm not a big fan of the rehashed concepts of classic films, but this one really surprised me. For what I liked about this film, let's start off with the best part, the cast. This film is filled with some fantastic performances by its four leads, but the standout to me was Jack Black. This is one of my favorite films of his by far, as he is somehow able to perfectly embody his character. The visuals at times do really feel like a video game, in the vein of one like Uncharted, and so it did help with setting the tone of this film. The script is well written, as it's able to blend comedy and action pretty well, and a lot of the comedy actually hits. And the film has a great bare-bones story that deals with a lot of coming-of-age themes for each of its individual characters, which was a nice layer to add. However, while the story was layered, it was also quite predictable, and that can be off-putting for some viewers. However, in a family adventure film, I think it works. And the villain is terribly underused and underwhelming in this film. You think something that's supposed to be based on a video game scenario would have this menacing final boss, but instead, he just kind of peters out along the way. And that's where I'll end our spoiler-free thoughts on this film. If you want to hear our final word or rating of this film, pause now and click the link in the description, because now, it's time for spoilers. First off, I have to say that Jack Black's mature jokes for the audience were absolutely hilarious. Every time he said one, I practically spat my drink out in the theater. One thing I was curious about is why does Alex's character return to the 90s, where he was originally sucked in, when in the original, Robin Williams' character came out where the kids were. A bit of a continuity thing there, but I just tried not to overthink it. And the best scenes to me were the awkward kiss between Johnson and Gillan, and any scene with Jack Black where he's learning how to use the male body. So, with the thoughts heard, here's our final word. Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle is an entertaining adventure comedy that modernizes a classic film without leaning heavily on the nostalgia. While the story is predictable, the coming-of-age themes, blend of comedy and action, and some memorable performances help keep this game fresh. This film had a crappy villain, but we didn't go for him. We went for the four leads and they all delivered. So I'm gonna give Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle an 8.5. Thanks everyone for watching our review. Are you planning on seeing Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle? Or if you've already seen it, do you have something to add? What did you think of the story? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Dylan Phillips, and this has been the Film Fanatic Review. If you liked this video and you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Check out our latest Fanatic 5 video where we discuss the top Michelle Williams roles. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. And until next time, Fanatics, keep it real.